I think I'm going to go fishing this weekend.
Where?
You guys have never caught a good fish.
I've
obviously.
caught
That's not
plenty of
true.
good
I've caught
fish.
salmon and halibut. I caught an octopus one time. Shut the fuck up.
I've
I've
caught
caught
skate.
fish.
I've caught a shark.
Oh, you're a deep sea guy.
Shark.
Well, no, I was from the shore. Shows how much you know about
Really?
marine ecosystems. Yeah.
Oh, you can catch both of those on a boat, too.
Yeah. I didn't need to.
Yeah. We're gonna add on the pod on such a sour note if you don't show us your cousins.
I don't think it's 37.
What are the movie
37.
things?
I'm almost positive we're on episode 37.
Max, can you go to the YouTube real quick?
No, don't go to YouTube.
Can you?
I know it's 37.
I'm not your producer. Okay.
Can you please for me?
All right,
You don't
I'll
have to-
do it. Watch. What happens when I'm right?
I just don't think it is. I mean, you could be. I wouldn't be shocked. I don't really know what's going
sure
on.
I'm right. It's ridiculous. Here we go. YouTube's loading up. Also, the fact that it's my top YouTube search thing is kind of nuts. But 36, Tonton Sahur.
Okay.
So this is
All right, 37. Episode 37.
fucking back.
You know what they said about 37?
What they say about 37?
They said that's an achievable number.
That's an achieve. So they said we wouldn't get to 36, but then 37.
Well, if you get to
They're like,
36, obviously you got to get to 37.
True. Yeah, that
And
is
they
a fact.
they saw the evidence of last week's little fucking cast.
So
we
you're
put out.
having chats with these people, these haters. 36 really turned them around.
I don't have chats with them. I just know what's out.
just know.
What's out in the zeitgeist.
You're that confident in the last episode? If you're here and you haven't watched the last episode, check it out.
Yeah.
37 over how long?
Oh, we've been doing this about a year now?
Almost a year, probably.
Almost a
Okay.
year?
That's not bad.
No,
I think longer than a year.
we've been putting them out every week.
Yeah. We never take a break.
No, we never took one break.
The fact that you don't know that is kind of crazy because you're
You guys
avid
usually do when I'm
fan.
asleep. Avid
you-
fan. You like my stuff on my YouTube.
Are you saying the numbers don't add up? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the numbers don't add up. I mean,
What was that noise?
Who's here? You invite anybody over?
no, there's the one homeless lady that's casing our house, man. I fucking swear
Yeah,
to
dude.
God.
The other day I came home. And I just
dude,
heard a
I'm
fucking
embarrassed about
loud
that.
ass noise. Which was just Max running across the room, and he was like, "Hey, who's there? Who is it?" Just
you?
real
I
aggressive.
was like, get out of my house! You know, really from my gut, you know?
Yeah, and I was
Was
like,
it you?
It was just me.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And then I came up, and he's breathing really hard.
Oh no, that was all the adrenaline in my body. Like,
What were you doing before?
I was
got
watching
home?
fucking Andor or some shit. Like nothing that crazy.
Nothing
I-
makes you want to shoot a sandwalker more than watching
What's a
some Star Wars.
sandwalker?
Sand like a skywalker, but they're on the dirt. What are these sand people?
Okay,
the
sand
sand
people.
people?
You're not supposed. I think they're Tuscan Raiders now. They changed that because
Really? I think they were
Well,
sand people.
we started calling them something else, sand people, and
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's an allegory to wars around here. What is the sand people if not an allegory to the Taliban?
I don't think it was
I don't
going
think it was
on. Yeah, the sand people
came out in the
weren't-
'70s.
Sand people. The Taliban copied
and
the sand people.
what do you think? The Middle East was just peaceful? What do
No,
you
but
think?
I
The
don't think it was
Russians
in the-
didn't fight them in the fucking 80s?
I don't think George Lucas was basing it. He based it off World War II.
Yeah,
Stuff
but
you can,
if
read
you base
about.
something off World War II, there's also the ramifications of World War II, which is like carving up the Middle East with a butcher's knife, and then factions getting pissed off at big, powerful governments that are around them and trying to
So
invade.
you're
How would
saying
you have divvied
Tatooine
it
is an
up in the
allegory
Middle
for the
East?
Middle East?
How would I have done it?
Yeah, how would
I
you
would
have
have
split
said-
that
I'd
that
say,
cake?
Hey, you guys do whatever the fuck you want.
You'd have put
I'm
a
not
Trump's
in control.
casino in every single city.
Trump, he wasn't big.
American
then.
Riviera.
I know, but if we're going off of
But
what
it's
we know
meat.
now,
It's also meat.
so you put a Michael Densmore Casino,
Yeah. Densmore's.
and
It's a
you would
steakhouse,
just
though.
you would just do a circuit of stand-up comedy, and you force everyone to come to
Uh-huh.
it.
All my subjects.
Be like, this guy plays really well in the Middle East.
We do not know what he's saying, but we are forced to be here.
But the guns make it very funny.
Well, I'd put up a big laugh,
Oh yeah,
like one of those.
applause.
Yeah, but it'd be
sitcom
like
things.
laugh. Yeah,
Yay!
I would love to do stand up with one of those.
Michael
you
Bin
wouldn't.
Densmore.
Yeah, I would.
Why would you even try?
I
It'd be so
wouldn't.
bad. You couldn't put that anywhere else.
I wouldn't.
Do you hear about the guy that put in his fake stuff? You know, he
Wait,
put in
what?
fake laughs. There's a stand-up guy that got really big.
Isn't it one of the late night guys?
I don't think he was a late night guy. He was like a clip guy. He blew up with his clips, and it turns out he just did it in front of a green screen.
Well, dude,
And
I mean,
talk
if
and
you
put a
can
laugh
do
track
that,
on
I
it?
mean, I could use some laughs right now. So it's not the dumbest idea.
Are you not having surprise right now?
It doesn't surprise me that someone would do that. Some fucking queer would just be like, "I'm gonna cheat."
Yeah.
Now,
but then he
is
got
it the
canceled.
same when I cut my clips at the laugh and boost them by a few decibels? No,
No,
That's
because
not the
those
same.
laughs are real. I'm just
They're
making them a
not
little
as
louder.
loud as I think they should be.
Yeah. It's a funny fucking joke.
I don't even think you need to do that.
I really don't think so either. I don't think it helps.
I don't even do it most
Makes
of the time.
me feel better.
Every once in a while when I was like, damn it, if it's like a sub tag where I'm like, fuck.
But I want it to be like a big thing.
Yeah.
I just, it never sounds in the moment. Actually, in the moment, I always feel like.
In the
So
moment,
this is
you always-
our roommate Max. I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
if
I was
we-
waiting for the
if we
fucking
brought it
introduction.
in.
I was just kinda sitting
Max,
here
I'm
quietly.
sorry.
I forget we haven't
How long did it
introduced
take it in? 5 minutes? You
5
got it in
minutes,
5
yeah.
minutes. That's
We're
not
great at
horrible.
this.
Hi, mainstay in what are we calling this place now?
I don't know. You
The
have so
house.
many names.
Squirt
for it.
Locker.
Oh, the
Squirt Locker. The second location.
The Pussy Palace.
The Pussy Palace?
Because you two are
Well, that makes
fucking
it sound.
pussies.
Yeah. Ada Alpha, Ada Alpha.
Oh, haha.
Haha.
Yes.
Because we're a frat of comedy.
What's 8 Alpha? 8 Alpha.
Ada Alpha.
What does that mean? now?
It's like an H in the Greek
Ha-ha.
alphabet.
Oh,
Haha.
so it's haha.
Haha.
That's the gay as hell.
All right, well.
You're
Have
on
you seen?
thin
Has he
ice.
So
never
we've been
told
calling
you
the
that?
What?
place.
He's told me that like
Yeah,
4
no,
or
I've
5
pitched
times.
that to you several times. You're just not
Yeah.
listening.
No, yeah, I don't. It's not good. Why would I listen to bad shit?
Well, so you can diagnose whether it's good or bad or not.
Well, I've told you.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
You're
you're
not
not.
listening to my
You don't
fucking
remember.
critiques.
No, Mike doesn't listen to us.
You know
It's
what
kind
I
of a
enjoyed?
running issue.
Today, I did listen to you earlier today, and I want to bring it up because I thought it was
What'd I
hilarious.
say?
He was watching that Nathan Fielder thing that
Yeah.
he loves so desperately.
Uh-huh.
It's a great, yeah, no.
And then he told me he was wearing like his clothing brand. So it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Max is just
This is
watching.
this is his.
it's
Yeah.
Summit Ice.
Wait, don't get into it yet. But that's
I've told you this. I've bragged to you about this several times.
so
wasn't
that's the guy he was watching. He was just like he was like watching Spider-Man in a Spider-Man costume. Like I fucking love
Absolutely
this shit.
No,
fanboying
I put this
out.
on for the podcast. I wasn't watching it in this.
They don't know that.
Yeah, well, my clothes, I'd have the clothes I changed out of in a little pile by my bed, so fuck
I have
you.
all the clothes I changed out of in the past month.
No,
by
you
a
have it
pile.
upstairs.
In a
Yeah,
pile
by the
right
fucking
your
laundry
house,
machine.
or by your
It's
fucking.
in our-
No, my favorite part about this clothing brand. So it's Nathan Fielder.
Yeah.
It's
Nathan
his
Fielder.
clothing brand. And then Max and I were bullshitting. I was like, Summit Ice, you like that? And he was like, it's the only winter clothing line that acknowledges the Holocaust.
Yeah, it acknowledges 6 million Jews died during the Holocaust. Yeah.
And then he wasn't fucking around. Show.
yeah,
Fred.
no, look at the website.
He showed me before.
Oh, yes?
No, yeah.
You know, Nathan's
No,
a
so
Jew.
now you remember the conversation we had
Well, I
about
thought
this.
he was just digging around, doing some Max
No,
stuff.
I do remember that. I remember that. I don't think I remember the Nathan For You stuff.
The Holocaust.
It's just on the website.
Between 1933 and 1945, 2/3 of all the Jews in Europe were killed by Nazis.
2/3.
Yeah.
2/3.
Many victims were transported to concentration camps by train and murdered with poison gas on
If
arrival.
you're figuring out about the Holocaust on a fucking winter gear website, like, I just don't think you.
You're gonna survive?
No, I just don't, not like.
What's
not gonna
the
survive, it's
oldest
just like-
someone can like figure out about the Holocaust nowadays?
I was wondering that one time. I was like, how old does your kid have to be before you start telling him about the Holocaust?
I think
There's
they
gotta be
learn
some
about
like
it in
African
school.
tribesmen that have no idea that
Exactly,
6
but,
million
like,
Jews died.
As a kid,
And we should let them know.
They don't know there's 6 million people.
I don't need a missionary. I need a Jewish guy to go to every unspoken tribe and just go, "Hey, did you guys know?"
it's like Mormon missionaries go to spread the word of the
Yeah.
Lord and like help out the local populace.
Exactly.
Jewish
Yes.
missionaries are like, did you know the Holocaust
The
happened?
Holocaust actually
And
happened.
you should be very ashamed.
Just like with a mobile DVD player and like Schindler's List at
Yeah.
the ready. Like,
The boy
It's like
who
some
struck
guys
down.
just like nothing but like leaf like short stuff, and then they got the necklaces on, and he's like it's like, you need to know that we can never have this happen again.
What do you think?
Never forget.
Where do you think like the most remote places that has heard about the Holocaust though?
I mean, I think we did spread the word. We spread the good word.
Go tell it on the mountains,
Yes.
over the hills and everywhere.
They're dead.
Go tell it on the mountains.
6 million.
That 6 million Jews died.
speaking of the number 6 million, can we talk about that Andor thing that pissed me off?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Just start talking about
Well,
it.
no, how they decided we're gonna blow up a whole planet, and they're like, "There's 800,000 people on that planet." It's like,
Yeah.
all right, they just wanted to like keep it as
Andor
far away
spoilers.
from 6 million as possible to avoid any kind of Holocaust.
Why didn't they just go like bigger than 6 million?
Because then it's saying it's
Yeah,
worse than
are
the
you gonna
Holocaust.
try and undermine the
Which is
Holocaust?
like
This is Star Wars.
No, it
The
should
Holocaust
be.
isn't canon in fucking Star Wars. What if it is?
No, I think it happened
The
a long
missionaries got
time
out there.
ago.
No,
No,
the
no,
missionaries
yeah.
would get out there.
No, it hasn't happened yet. Because this is in a galaxy far, far away. A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Okay.
Oh, true. Why does it need to be a long, long time ago too? Like that doesn't. If it's that far away, it's.
Imagine if this is what they're
Why,
really asking.
why are they trying to make it the past?
Is
I know they
imagine
also have space travel.
if Hitler had a fucking big old space laser. That's what they're saying.
What would he point it at? He's already on Earth. I mean, it was a
He'd
totally
get-
Earth-based
where
war.
we have to-
That's
actually-
actually get all the Jews on the moon.
This our
And send
space
people blow up
laser.
the moon. It's like a worse version of Gru from
You know,
Despicable
you
Me.
know that Jews can breathe in space, so he put them on the moon.
Yeah, they had a space program, and I always think that's funny to
The
think
Nazis
about.
did?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, they were the first people with rockets and shit, like the V2 program and
oh,
shit.
yeah.
So they had like a rudimentary, like no one had gone, but they were like, this will be how we
One
operate in
day.
space.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be funny them like loading up in the rockets and getting out there.
One day
And
we
be
will
like-
put a swastika on the moon.
Have you guys heard of that,
They will
like,
all see our glory.
those tapes of all the, like, Russian astronauts they sent up that they never reported that, like, died
yeah.
upon re-entry? It's fucking scary. Just, like, some Russian lady screaming.
Who's the first guy in
Do an
space?
impression of that. Fucking funny guy.
Is that good enough for you?
That was good,
Is
yeah.
that what they would sound like? I don't think they're
Yeah.
speaking in Russian.
You would think that their space program would have whooped our ass because they could just go up and just test crazy shit like that all the time. But I guess it's a lot of scientific
It was
shit.
pretty predicated on one guy, though. I mean, like, there's one guy who really kind of led the charge in Russia, whereas, like, we had a
Was
few
he a
people.
stolen Nazi as well?
I don't know if he was. No, I think he was a Russian guy.
Well, ours were
Yeah.
stolen Nazis, so that's kind of why we won. Werner von Braun.
Yeah, well, we got a
Yeah.
head start. They were already doing it.
Yeah, but I don't think we got the whole rocket program. Could be wrong. I don't know.
You don't think they just brought over ideas?
Who?
The scientists.
Yeah, but I'm
They're
saying
just
like
they already knew
the
what they
whole
were doing.
German rocket program. I don't think we stole all of those guys after World War II. I'm
I
sure
don't think
some
we
of them got
stole
stolen.
any of them.
I think
I
we
think
did.
they were very happy to come over.
We stole them away from the deaths that they were gonna get prosecuted for.
So we stole them from the Grim Reaper.
Well, the rest of the fucking UN who wanted to see them hung or killed, you know,
Yeah.
kind of stole them from them. Imagine
They
being
got
like,
over it. They got to see somebody on the moon. That's pretty. They probably like that.
What, the Nazis were stoked about that?
like
Well,
how
yeah,
many
not
miles
everyone's
away?
stoked about that.
Yeah.
That's
Like
just
how many
human-
miles away is the moon? And they're like, I don't know, like
Has there been a
250,000.
Jew on the moon?
Has there? No, I don't
No?
think so.
Oh, okay.
They
But
wait
there
for
should be.
Yeah, there should be, yeah.
They sent a bunch of women into space, but they couldn't send one into the guy. Oy vey.
A seed in space.
There's no
would be
currency
great.
in space. Why would a Jew go up there?
Yeah, good
Because we
point.
can find the other coins.
You know that big asteroid? They're like, if we mine this, it'll have more gold than.
Yeah.
They're not worried about the moon. They're just like, we need to get to that asteroid.
Yeah. You know how
I heard
expensive it
there's
is, though. I
minerals.
mean, fuck.
Huh?
It's expensive to go to the moon.
I think it's expensive to get off of Earth. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know,
out of
we're not
Yeah,
really-
that's like where most of the
we're not
money
really
goes.
supposed to do that.
Yeah.
It's like
Just
the one
They're
thing
much blowing our wad as we leave the atmosphere.
you have to. That's
Yeah.
you got to escape fucking what is it? Exit velocity.
Yeah, speaking of wad blowing, Fred the other day with an e-girl. Pretty
my
exciting,
Instagram
yeah.
shenanigans.
Did you
Yeah.
not talk about this already?
Yeah, but it was on the one that we deleted.
It's despicable.
Despicable what I've done, dude. When a guy's down bad, you got to do what you got to do.
You're not down bad though. Like you're talking to girls. Like it was just kind of like a moment of weakness, I think.
That was also kind of funny.
It
Like, it
was
was just
funny.
a random Sunday afternoon, and I was
what
like,
happened?
"Yeah." Oh well, what happened was I put my dick out there for the universe. Put my dick on the internet, kind of, sorta. I was
For
just
the
sending.
universe?
Well, I mean, if she like, or he clipped it up, you know, like, do with
Clipped up
that
your
what you
penis,
will.
Put
Yeah,
captions on it.
Yeah.
just me jerking off.
What was her
Like,
name
out there
again?
Hanging on the,
You're fucking
I can't
retarded.
remember her name. No.
Don't do that.
I thought it was so hilarious. It was just like a Sunday at 2:00, and some chick like DM'd me, and she was like, "I think you're pretty cute."
But
And
just
I was
watching
like,
him go, yeah, this is probably a scam, and then like walk upstairs to jerk off on camera.
Well, yo, because you and Poncho were both here, and I was like,
Imagine
I was
getting up to go
"Guys,
jerk
look
off
at this
upstairs.
Girl, look at this girl that just DM'd me, and they were like, "Huh, yeah, looking for it." Blah, blah, blah. And then we talked maybe 3 minutes, and she sent me a photo of herself in a bra.
Yeah, it was way too quick.
Important fact: she's like, "I live in London," and I was like,
It checks out. Probably cool.
Yeah.
And so then I showed them the picture of the bra, and then you guys were like, it's a scam. And I was like,
"Yeah, probably, but let's see if we can see some boobs," you know. And
didn't say
then
that.
you guys were stoked about it. You wanted. To
I
see
didn't
boobies.
say that.
You wanted. To
I
see
didn't
the
say that.
boobies, 'cause she was pretty well endowed, and then
Put
she
words in
sent
my mouth.
boobies, and then you guys were like, I was like, look, and you guys like,
So yeah, you showed girls'
showed-
nudes to us. Yeah.
well, yeah, because I was like, this is insane. We've talked
Yeah.
for 3 minutes, and you're showing me your boobs,
Yeah, that was.
and she was
wild.
like, I want to see yours, and so I took
And
my
you're
shirt
like-
off in front of them.
She wanted to see your
Sent a
boobs?
picture of my nipples. Well, no, I think she wanted to see my cock, but I thought it was funnier to like just show her my nipples, you know?
And then he was telling us, he's like, oh no, I know she wasn't fake because she said my name as she came. And it's like, oh my God, Fred, I'm gonna come. Yeah.
Is that how it was?
No, like,
No,
Dude,
that
that's
was later
you're
on in
fucking
the
you're an
story.
idiot.
dude, like,
I think we get the gist of it. We don't have to go too deep into details.
No, but the fact that your dick is definitely screenshotted and out there.
I know. Your theory was good on this, is that it was like one of the foot guys that
Yeah.
used to watch the clips. And I'm sure if
Wait,
you
foot
got
guys?
Yeah, foot guys used to watch
our
it.
podcast is pretty inundated by feet guys.
Yeah, they really love us.
How about these little piggies?
Oh, they're
Oh,
gonna
they're gonna love
Oh, really?
maybe.
thumbnail.
Toenail.
That's the only one we've had taken down.
The
What was it called? It was called like foot
socked feet
socked feet. That's what it
or
was.
something like that. Yeah.
Because that's what they're really into. Or
Socked feet?
Or socked feet, yeah. Whatever.
Is that like lingerie, but for like
for foot
feet?
guys? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you're not wrong. Or holy socks.
a
I
nice
feel like
lace
I feel
sock?
like a flip flop is more of a lingerie. It's got that.
Kind of is slutty if you're
Leather.
in the feet. Yeah.
Especially if there's no rubber on it.
Guy walking, a fat dad walking around.
Yeah.
Flops and the foot guy. They're sitting on the beach like, oh, that would fucking
There's like toe
feel like-
shoes or like the skin tight, like fuck, oh god, leaving nothing to the
I hate
imagination.
flip flops. Least favorite type
I
of shoe.
love flip flops.
Least favorite type of shoe.
Oh, dude, you can open bottles on them.
Yeah, with the cool ones.
Yeah,
The
the-
reefs.
I got reefs with no bottle opener. I don't mind
my
a flip
reefs,
flop,
yeah.
dude.
Who the fuck wants to put the part where you're gonna suck on and lick?
Well, I don't
And
drink
put it in
beer,
your mouth.
but
Yeah, but you have shit that like those Topo Chicos can probably.
Topo Chicos, yeah,
What?
Topo Chicos. But no, mine don't even have a bottle opener. They have like pumps.
Did you just correct my
I can play
pronunciation of
basketball on 'em.
Topo Chico?
What?
You just correct my pronunciation.
No,
of
that
Topo
happens to me
Chico?
all the time. Fucking bull shooters, and if those like bumpkins can correct me on shit, I feel obligated to correct other people.
Yeah, we live in like Mexico, America. Of course they're gonna be like
Okay.
Topo Chico.
Because you think the staff at bull shooters is fluent in Spanish?
I think they're fucking spics.
No, they're big white women.
Yeah, but they have
Stepmom models.
They have that fucking Mexican influence. Yeah, a white step lady is a Mexican mother.
Yeah, that is actually
A white
yeah, that's fair.
stepmom is a Mexican
That's
mom.
fair.
Her children are Mexican.
That's bull shooters, man. That's
It
like
is,
half
that's
the
what I'm
crowd. Yeah.
True.
Bullshooters, Peoria, and
Check it out, open mic every Tuesday.
probably 30th Ave, 30-ish Ave, right? That's about right, huh?
I think so.
No
Yeah.
idea.
I think they changed it.
They changed it. The
The
streets.
street name to what?
I don't know. I was fucking just lying.
So they
You were lying
I
about
couldn't
something
take it home.
that
Yeah.
didn't matter. Let's give
It's
an
a
extra round of
problem.
applause for that.
Oh, we can do that.
yeah, into a soundboard. And this is a psh.
Oh well, I feel like
You should have.
There
yeah,
should
you
have been
had
a few
you-
of those
yeah, you had a
already.
couple little-
Hey, what the fuck did I want to talk to you retards about?
I don't know.
We already hit the Max Jew shit.
what's the Max Jew
Your Jew clothes.
Max Jew cloths?
Yeah. close. I didn't go to school for spelling.
Yeah, your mom was a teacher.
Yeah, special ed teacher.
That's
Should
why
have
I
helped.
can't read you.
Did I ever tell you guys she called one of the kids retarded?
No, no,
And
no.
Yeah,
almost
you
got
told me
fired?
that.
I did.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. This is,
Did my mom tell you that when you went and visited her?
No, she didn't fuck
like,
me
by
that.
the
We had
way-
a nice,
yeah,
nice
the fact that
afternoon.
you've been to his house before I have is
I know, and I
absurd
try to
me.
invite him every time I go back, and he's just like, I'm tired.
The last time was Easter. I don't want to go for Easter.
Yeah,
I
no, I was
feel
spending
like
Easter with my family. Nice
I'll-
Catholic home.
Easter was on 420, and as a Jew, I just wanted to smoke weed and watch TV.
What'd you
all
do?
day.
Just
Worship
hang
the
out here?
devil as
I
a
smoked
Jew.
weed and watched basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's
Yeah.
420, dude. How else am I going to celebrate Hitler than smoking weed
Shouldn't you
and
be like
watching
mad?
basketball? No, I had to forget, you know?
Did you forget about Hitler?
I had to forget about Hitler. Not the Holocaust, though, because you never can forget about that.
Never forget. That was actually what they said before 9/11 happened. As
I
soon
just-
as 9/11 happened, all the Jews were like, "Fuck." Although
Never
we did
again.
this,
No, word never again or never forget.
But no, it's never forget 9/11.
So never again.
never happened. Is what it should be.
All right.
Yeah. Deny nothing.
Confirm nothing.
Yeah.
The only thing that should be confirmed are the Red Cross numbers. All right.
But have you guys ever thought at one day in history people will forget about 9/11? And then they'll just like have like newspaper headlines, never forget.
Weren't you talking about this, or who was talking?
I was talking about this. I'm rehashing.
Oh,
it.
that's right.
Yeah, thanks.
I knew it was one of
I was trying to
Jewish
pass it off
roommates.
as original insight.
Please keep going, though.
Yeah.
But no, I just feel like one day people will see like a newspaper that's like never forget 9/11, and it'll be like 9 divided by 11. What is it? Yeah, like,
9/11s.
yeah.
Can 9/11 be simplified?
Yeah,
9/11?
no.
No.
11's prime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
then-
What
no-
a weirdly cut pizza. 11 slices.
True. I don't know if you'd be able to like. I think you'll probably forget in the next like 50 years. I feel like kind of World War II is kind of getting out of the zeitgeist a little bit, and now it's a lot of just.
I think you're retarded.
But the Holocaust happened
I know
more
but-
than 50 years ago, you know, and people
True, but I'm
still-
just saying, like, I feel like the anti-Semitism is like coming back. Not that. Well, it's a bad thing.
I think it's
I'll say
not
that
being
with, like,
What are you about to say? Nothing is
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, no, I'm like, that is a bad thing. You should not.
You're confused. You're
shouldn't do that.
confusing forgetting with noticing, is what you're getting confused.
All right, World War One is definitely out. Like, it's like what?
No, that set up
I
the
can't
fucking.
pull
That
World-
set up World War II.
I get that, but like,
If
still,
you
I
say
feel
World
like
War
that's-
II, it's like, well, yeah, because everything was fucking divided in Germany, and you know the Treaty of Versailles really fucked them.
How long ago were like when they marched the elephants?
Oh, like what, Hannibal?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like
That
Like
that's
was-
Roman
getting
era.
out
That
of there.
was like Julius
That-
Caesar.
How many
That
years
was
ago?
that
though?
was after Caesar. That was before Caesar.
No, those were. I thought those were the wars that Caesar fought.
The Punic Wars, right?
No, the
Oh,
Punic
yeah, that's what I
Wars
was
were
thinking.
Augustus versus.
And that's when they marched the elephants over the Alps, right?
Well, no. Oh, wait, I'm getting confused.
'Cause
But
they
no,
marched-
Hannibal
they
versus
marched-
Julius Caesar
They
was.
marched elephants over the Alps
yeah.
and over the fucking Himalayas. So I don't know which one.
Those are the Punic Wars. I'm thinking of something different where it was Augustus versus Mark Antony and Cleopatra.
that
Oh,
era.
you're just-
that
your
era in
mind is so
history.
big and
I
vast.
Yeah, I
never.
know.
I don't give a fuck about that era in history. That doesn't excite me. Any of the Greek and Roman.
Oh,
shit.
I love that shit.
It's just not my.
Okay, but I feel like
There
that's
weren't
kind of out of the
guns.
zeitgeist. How many years ago was that?
Yeah, if we don't even know like what
hundreds?
actually
Yeah,
happened. and
see,
what
like
was
we're
going on.
already proving that it's like.
And this is us, so we know.
Yeah.
stuff.
I think that's like
Yeah.
30.
We got our fingers on the pulse of
I think it's 30
modern day
BC.
society.
I think it's 30 BC because Tiberius was the emperor when Jesus Christ died, and he was the third.
So 2,000
Julius,
years.
Augustus, Tiberius. So I think it was 30 BC.
Oh, so like right around Jesus is when
Well,
all
the
that
Jewish
Punic
would
shit.
Jesus would have been a little baby.
Yeah,
at the
but he was
time,
around
yeah.
that time. It was around the time.
Some
of
people's
old.
favorite
So
form of
2,000
Jesus.
years is what it takes,
Baby
and even
Jesus?
then they're still talking about it. You know.
Yeah.
Who's they? You just like go into bars and they're like, so these Punic Wars, all right? Is everyone you run into in the bars Nick Hartley?
No, dude, I see a guy with the overalls immediately. First question is,
this thing about the elephants is pretty and crazy. You ever managed a cow?
you think that guy was autistic?
We would judge these show cows, the Angus cows.
I know, but you guys, if I'm in a bar, I'm far more concerned about the pubic wars than
Hey.
anything else.
Hey,
My penis versus your pussy. My dick's gonna win
yo.
because it's a big blunt object. I think that era of warfare would have sucked.
Well, yeah, no.
That's the
and
worst.
War sucks generally.
All right, you have to go into any war. What war are you going into?
I don't know.
Okay.
All
Max or
right,
Fred?
I think probably World War II, dude. I'm gonna save my people. I'm going in there and I'm gonna confirm.
You're
We're
gonna be
on
like part of
drugs?
the
I'm gonna
Inglourious
go in
Basterds.
there. I'm gonna go in there with a notebook only and be like, "All right, everybody, line up. Everybody, find. Everybody, get shoes together. I'm gonna become a corporal. We're gonna really
Oh,
count."
so you're gonna be a Nazi? Is what you're saying?
No. No, I'm gonna save them, and then I'm gonna be like, "But I gotta prove this fucking shit back home. Who doesn't believe this actually happened?"
Then
Then I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
have
be
them
like,
take a
"Holy
bunch
shit."
of pictures. I'm gonna say, "Everybody, line up."
272,366.
Yeah.
Come on, and then I'll just make it up, or I'll get
You're
right
the
down
reason-
the accurate. Oh,
It's
yeah,
like a
man.
time paradox because you went back in
I've
time.
already
and you're
gone
like-
back in time.
Yeah, you already have.
Yes.
And then you were like, it's not so
No, it is the real number. It's just what is the gain about
And then
lying
you're,
about
you're,
it?
you're studying it and you're like, all these people died from typhus. Isn't this the weirdest thing?
You know what the worst thing about this whole thing about is my cousin, my Jewish cousin, just texted me yesterday, and I talked to him on the phone. He's like, "I want to start listening to your podcast," and I was like, "The past 3 we haven't really talked about Jews at all. You can totally." I was like, "Hey, start listening at 34." 34 is where it starts to pick up because I know everything back behind that anti-Semitic as fuck. And I'm like,
This is an anti. I'm fucking around.
no, I know we're fucking around, but Jacob, if you're
Hey,
watching this,
Let's just
we're
start
just
over.
goofing.
Let's just start over.
We're not
Well,
going to
you
start
just-
over the whole
let's
thing.
just start over.
The
We're not
Jewish
starting
Defense
the whole
League
thing
just got
over.
totally called off. Like, it wasn't anti-Semitism. It was a joke. And it's like, oh, okay.
we
The
like
Jewish
those.
community just took a deep breath, you know?
Yeah. They're also not watching this, but Jacob, do not show this to.
Isn't that weird? That's like the only thing in history
your
you can't be
parents?
like, I don't know. You know?
Well, I
I
feel
don't think you're allowed to do that.
like you can't say, like,
I don't think you can
I-
broadcast that open. Actually, the one guy on this guy on my Instagram posts like openly anti-Semitic shit on his
This
story.
guy on my Instagram, like, you follow him.
Well, yeah, he went to my high school. I'm not gonna unfollow him. Come on.
I mean, I think you have the option.
Forget about those people.
Huh?
You gotta forget about those people.
I kind of enjoy looking at it.
Yeah. I don't follow
Being,
anyone
like,
from high school. No, I'm just
Silly.
kidding.
They're not
Except we
watching.
touched
Except
the
the people
thing.
that are watching
Oh, I think
this.
you're good.
I'm good? Okay.
It's not like gonna fuck with it.
Okay,
but
cool.
It's just like the less you touch it, the
better
less
it
likely
does.
it is to fuck up.
No, we're not cutting any of that. I just needed to get my disclaimer out there in case
I'm just
he made
fucking
it
around,
this far.
just for the record.
Of course. That's why.
You guys played into it too.
I know.
You took your stances. We'd fuck
I had
around.
to- that's why I had to clarify. I had to break the
Personally,
fourth wall for a second.
For real, on some real shit though. Personally, I think it was 6 million Jews died, if not 8, in the Holocaust.
That's big.
That's big.
That's
this
big.
guy wants to make it.
Grandma, you see that? We
If your grandmother
Your
watched
grandma's
this.
watching.
well, she's in the Shoah Foundation.
"I'm
She's
so-"
in that whole organization.
Is
I
that who bought you
remember-
this? Fucking
No, I bought this myself. Fuck you.
I spent my own money on this.
Yeah.
How much was it?
Oh my god,
This?
$6 million?
I think it was like 120 altogether.
$120 for the set.
Yeah.
Wonder what percentage of that goes
$20 for every million Jews that died in the Holocaust.
That's good.
That's how it
That's
breaks
good math.
down.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right,
It
we
was
need to
pretty
pivot off of
even.
this.
Yeah, we
we
gotta
need to
pivot
pivot
off
off of this entire
Slavery.
I'd be way more comfortable talking
Lady's
about it.
birthday, your lady's birthday's coming up soon. Didn't you also? You both are taking men.
Taking
yeah,
men.
no, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
guys
taking men in the ass,
Yeah.
okay? Got him. And then you got to press the button. That must suck.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know. It's like, yeah, I'd be seeing a lady. Max be seeing a lady.
Yeah.
dude. I
I'd be,
come
like,
over.
all
I
up
just
in
talk
it.
to both ladies
What?
when they're over, and then it's just the three. I'd be third reeling on two couples.
In other words, he doesn't know
Which
when
one
to
do you
give us
like
our
more?
space.
I'm not gonna answer which one I like more.
Come on.
All right. Well, I spend more time with or the lady.
To be fair, I like more too.
No.
Looks like
That's a wonderful woman, though.
looks like there's
It's
only
pretty fucking close.
there's
dude.
only one.
Close.
She gonna be here any second?
No.
What
She
happened?
just got off work. I have to text her.
Oh no, she's got to go fuck her big
Is
black
her name-
boyfriend.
Oh no! And then come
Well, we
home and
take
watch movies.
no.
You know the
he has
reason-
Saturdays.
The reason she's able to watch so many movies is because she's so tired from fucking her big back.
Yeah, dude. She's
doesn't
like,
fall
Max, I just
asleep
want to
during
come
them.
over and chill. I'm very sore.
No, babe, not tonight. And Meg's like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Dude, the best thing about Max
Come
is
on,
whenever
hop
he
on
be getting
board.
pussy, you can just hear it.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
Not
you
every
can.
time. I've been
You
doing it on the
make
other
me
side of the
quieter.
bed, so you guys can't hear.
Damn, you're static. You're not even like dynamic in the bedroom.
No, I like Tony Soprano. I just lay back and try and sear over my stomach. You know,
That's
it's,
nice.
yeah.
I do enjoy
that's
that.
pretty sick.
Yeah, right.
You know, I like fucking just throwing them through walls and shit. It really turns them on.
It's not great for the security deposit.
No, but it's
Yeah.
hot.
He doesn't fuck over here.
Oh yeah,
He doesn't sleep
Have you
over
even
here.
had? Well, you had sex on Fred's
I was
balcony.
the first one to fuck in this
Yeah,
house.
insane.
That's not true. I had sex here before.
Oh,
you
that's
did.
right. It was right. It was the
Yeah.
day before. You're right.
Yeah. Damn. Took me a while, but I got her done.
Eventually.
Sure. I'll believe that when you come out with some real numbers. I want the real facts.
What's your,
Hey,
what's
I
your
got
count right
Hanukkah
now?
pictures. I can show you all the people I fucked
What's your count right now?
for the house.
No,
Oh,
generally, pussy.
Like how many times I've had sex?
How many different women's?
I think the number's around 16.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a list. Do you have a
don't
list?
Oh no, I have a list on my computer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird, dude.
It's not weird, man.
Is Taylor on the list?
No, I stopped adding people to the list after I met my girlfriend. Shut
You
up.
didn't even add her.
What?
You're just like never gonna fuck this
Like,
lady.
no, never gonna
I'm trying to have
have
an emotional connection.
sex with
her.
another girl ever again. Might as well throw this away.
Mine. We well, speaking about fucking pussy, I think I'm gonna go fishing this weekend.
Where
You guys have never caught a good fish.
I've
obviously.
caught
That's not
plenty of
true.
good
I've caught
fish.
salmon and
Yeah.
halibut. I caught an octopus one time. Shut the fuck up.
I've
I
caught skate.
fish.
I've caught a shark.
Oh, you're a deep sea guy.
Shark.
Well, no, I was from the shore. Shows how much you know about
Really?
marine ecosystems. Yeah.
Well, you can catch both of those on a boat too.
Yeah. I didn't need to.
Yeah.
Where'd you do this at?
North Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah. Topsail
Damn.
Island.
How
North
old?
Carolina, huh?
How many years ago?
I don't know. My dad used to have a beach house
Yeah,
out
who
there.
caught
It's
the
nice.
who caught the a fish most recently? Let's see.
I think you're gonna win this.
Yeah, me too.
I think about a year and a half ago.
Less than a year, a little bit less than a year. It's okay.
Right, fuck
get you out on the
It's
lake.
a long time. I need to go fishing again. It always calms me.
I like it because you You just catch a fish and then you can fucking slam them back into the water.
Like to kill it?
No, just to fuck with it really bad. Hopefully make it retarded for the rest of its life.
I mean, it's already a fish.
I think fishing's the shit.
What's a retarded fish on the fish standard? Because aren't fish pretty fucking stupid?
Some fish are smart.
It's kind of hard to measure.
Give me name
Smarter
one.
than others. Like a shark's smarter than fish. Other
What?
fish.
Really, you think?
Fucking whale. Whales talk to each
Whale's
other.
not fish.
Yeah, but
Whale's
it's in
mammal.
the water. Close enough.
No.
Yeah.
Whales are geniuses.
You know what
dude.
is weird? If you think about it, if you were trying to like
You
go out
say
and
whales,
catch
sharks and whales are close in intelligence?
Whales
were-
are.
dolphins are smart
Dolphins
as hell.
be fucking.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to catch a whale, you know how like the bait gets bigger if the fish is bigger. But if you're trying to catch a whale, it would just be a little krill.
No, they wait for them to breach, and then they have harpoons, and they
Yeah.
stab. They
Yeah,
hit
but
'em
I'm
with a
talking
shit ton
fishing,
of-
not fucking Japanese fucked up torture. you
Well,
know?
they did it in
Well,
Alaska
no, I don't
too.
think they're going for like
Yeah.
single
I'm not talking
krills at a
fucking-
time.
I'm not talking.
They still do it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not talking about fucking like savage.
Booty, you can't go. You
tactics.
can't put
I'm
get
talking
a
about-
whale on a line. Your thing, my thing's real. Your thing's not even real.
Could
you can't. Hey, no, it's not.
No one's tried it.
How big would that boat have to be?
Yeah, you get like a fucking.
I also don't think they don't. They filter through their mouth.
That's
you
what
know?
I'm saying.
It's
You'd
not-
Depends on the
have,
type
to,
of
you'd
whale.
have to fish the krill. You guys just obviously don't know
Alright,
fishing
true.
that well.
Dude,
You'd
I
have
know
to
a lot
fish-
about whaling.
You'd
You
have to
could get a
fish the
beluga.
lure with the fucking school.
So I bet you could probably catch like a beluga with like a salmon. Like if you had like a fake salmon thing where you like threw it in the water and then
Salmon
you
lure?
drag it. Yeah, salmon lure. And then it would bite, and then you probably catch a beluga or whatever. Eat salmon, but you're not catching a big. You're not getting big game.
I bet you could.
I think you need a net.
No,
But how
There's
do
no
the
way to s-
Japanese do it?
they just fucking stab them and fuck them up.
Do you not know how they hunt for whales?
Well, no, I know. I watched a show on
They used to
whaling,
do it.
and they did
Moby
like.
Dick. You ever read that?
No, I
feel like
watched
you
a
have.
show that was like kind of about it, where it was like how they hunted for them. Like, no, they wait for them to get close to the surface, and they
Yeah.
Harpoon
Then they
them.
like hold them, like they tie them up so they can't like go back down.
So they can't get
Yeah.
out, and they ask them
Yeah.
a bunch of questions.
You put the buoys in.
Where are the other whales?
I know you can communicate. I heard you going. You bring out the one
Isn't
guy.
it wild
that's
we
like,
can't understand that?
Yeah, you'd think we
No,
could.
they're using
like-
AI to like communicate to them to some extent. Like they're able to say like hello. I think.
Like, what's up, dude? You know, like when you hear an obvious AI voice.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck is this?
What if it's like they're using like words that it's like, well, it's only cool if whales say this. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're like N word. You know.
A whale in
Which I imagine would be like calling them fish or something.
Probably
you know?
humpback. It's like, well, you can't actually. We're not cool with
Yeah,
humpback
whoa,
anymore.
Come on, man.
blue.
Yeah, blue.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
this
I
freaking-
feel like whales are probably pretentious.
What's up, my fish? I don't know.
Yeah, being the smartest in your domain.
Whales?
I feel like
no,
humans are
dolphins
pretty
are the
pretentious.
smartest.
You think dolphins
No,
are smarter than whales?
yeah, yeah.
I
Whales
don't
got
know.
more brain mass.
Dolphins they're the
not about
second
brain.
smartest species in the world.
That's
Right below
hard to,
men. And
That's
then
hard
now
to,
women are third.
Ah, Michael. But no, it's hard to
But
calibrate.
women actually can communicate with dolphins.
Oh my god.
Which button was that?
That should have been the button that was like, fuck you, Fred.
And now it's cheers.
Woo! Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, dude.
I
it's
wish I
nice
could
having a
hear
little soundboard. You can. You want to put some headphones on? You can hear them.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't want to hear them that bad.
Did you guys hear there's like a Israeli? Oh no, I'm going back to the Jewish thing. Never
You can
mind.
go. You can go.
Have you watched any movies lately?
Well, no, I was just to say they have
Oh,
like
I
the
watched
Jewish
Warfare.
Captain America now.
Warfare,
I watched Warfare.
the movie about
Warfare.
Hey,
Yeah.
Odd how they do that. That's one thing I hate about A24. It's like anything that's not like some weird, scary, gay bullshit. It's just like they're very simple titles. Like I was thinking about it. They
Yeah.
have Civil War, Warfare.
The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an A24 film?
Yes, A24.
It's a weird old movie too.
Which like people
It's
fucking
not
forget
old.
they're like a distribution company. Like they make maybe like fucking 15% of the films that they put out.
Well, don't
The
they have
rest-
like standards? Like if you want to be part of
I
us, you have to have like lighting and
guess.
audio and shit.
Yeah, well, like I don't know. The fact that it's an aesthetic now kind of fucking pisses me off. Like that. This is funny, but that Thunderbolts movie, like the new Marvel, they're like, oh, we want this to have an A24 aesthetic, which I think is fucking stupid. It's a
Well,
production
they
company.
see it's selling, and there
Yeah,
is like a
it's
little
selling,
vibe
yeah.
that all those movies bring.
yeah.
I don't think they're all that amazing, but everyone just slobs their knob.
Well, I think they're the only studio like producing original content. You know, like it's
Who?
like
A24.
A24. It's
Yeah.
like their movie. Their A24 is attached to like original stories rather than remakes of everything.
Yeah, that's
Who's doing
fair.
remakes that much? Like there's probably
Disney.
10 movies out
Fox
right
or
now
whatever.
that are like within the last month. Are any of them
Sinners.
remakes? Is that a remake?
That's a new one.
Yeah, Sinners.
They got the sixth one of the. What's the
fucking-
one that
the
the
White
lady
Man
likes?
Bad movie that I'm not gonna go see.
Oh, which one's that?
Sinners.
No, oh, I thought you were talking.
They're like devils.
Did you ever?
White people are like vampires or some shit in that, right?
Well, the Irish are, which they're bad. But
Really? They're gonna go after the fucking
they're the
Irish?
bad whites.
No, they're not. They're the ones that got subjugated worse than all the other whites.
The Italians
What?
had it pretty rough.
Oh, yeah, but did they have fucking indentured servitude and like no fucking Italians here? They didn't have that.
Did
No,
what-
but like
name
they were so
one
far from their
Italian-
moms, you know, in the home country. That hit them pretty hard.
Name
so
one
was
Italian
everybody.
rally song.
Well, I think Italian rally
Mike,
song.
IRA songs.
Come out, ye black and tan.
Immediately. All right, we'll go back to you, Max.
Yeah, we don't do most of them after
All right,
World War
another
II.
song?
moon, it's your eye.
Oh, that is an Italian rally song.
I'm a
Wait, I got
faggot.
Woke up this morning, got yourself
Are they Italians?
In The Sopranos, yeah, they're
Yeah,
I
Italian.
mean,
think
the
the
Sopranos
Sopranos
are
are
Italian.
Italian.
Yeah, but I don't think the guys that sing that song are Italians.
Oh no, but it's still an
I
Italian
don't know
rally
that.
song.
That doesn't have to. You don't have to be.
Sweet
Irish to sing a
Caroline's
fucking-
like an Irish hype song, and that's
No,
like
that's a party. That's a party girl hype
nah,
song.
it's
That's
also
party
Irish.
rock. You're thinking of
It
party
was
rock. anthem.
Bostonian at least.
Yeah,
That's an IRA song. Fun fact.
party rock anthem.
Party rock anthem.
It's like when you're just slaying British troops.
LMFAO IRA.
Yeah. Zayd told me about this joke that he's trying to do. It's where he finishes it because his grandmother's half Irish and half Palestinian, right? Or
Yeah.
married into a Palestinian family, something like that. But he wants the punchline to be up the Ramadan,
Nice.
which is a good tag, but I don't
I
know how to
think
fit it
Wait,
in
up
yet.
the Ramadan?
Up the Ramadan.
I don't get it.
Up the Ra's the IRA like.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't-
Ramadan is very.
The Ra was.
You know what Muslims are?
You
know what Muslimism
you ever
is?
heard of?
The Ra. You know what Muslims are? You know what Muslims
You ever heard of 9/11?
That was.
Also, by the way,
That came out after Fight Club.
just because we're here already.
Yeah.
Because we're here already. I thought my riff going up after you and Zayd was pretty good, and no one respected it.
Well,
What was your riff?
I was like, it's pretty crazy. We had a Jew and a Palestinian right back to back, like on the same stage. And then Fred told me right before he got on stage that it was promised to him 400 years ago. And
yeah.
and then Zayd got on stage, and I was like, maybe it is Zayd's stage. He was there for a lot longer than Fred. But then I realized Fred was there first, so I don't really know.
That's actually
That's
pretty
pretty
clever.
good.
Yeah.
They getting all love?
Yeah, it got no love because everyone was like,
Damn.
"Oh."
Oh man, do they even know each other? There's just comics in the room too.
If only had some British comic to just bring up Fred to the stage.
If
British
only,
comic.
if
'Cause it was the
only.
United Kingdom, yeah.
That split it.
Yeah.
Gave it back to him.
If only the woodpecker cries, the bark on the tree was as soft as the sky. The wolf sits below, hungry and lonely, and cries to the moon, if only, if only. Name that.
What was that? Sorry.
Name that movie.
Robert Frost.
Classic movie. Disney produced it. It was also a book. If only, if
Princess
only,
Bride?
the woodpecker cries. The bark on the tree was as soft as the
Is it
sky.
like a princess movie?
The wolf sits below, hungry and lonely, and cries to the moon, if only, if only. Madame Zeroni.
Little Mermaid.
Nope.
Is it a princess movie?
Madame Zeroni should have given it away.
Matt, are you a Disney guy now?
Mary
No,
Poppins.
this is like the one movie that this is old Disney too.
Bambi.
No, it's a live action.
Oh, what's the one with the black guy
Yeah, there's a black guy in it.
that sings "I see trees"?
No, that's Toy Story. That's Toy
Because that
Story.
one got banned from Disney. Too
I don't
old.
even know.
No, it's
That was
in
the
that.
first live
I
action.
don't
It's a
know.
little
Live
after Toy
act-
Story.
Live act, Green Mile?
Is
Peter
that a Disney
Pan?
movie?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just thinking of movies of black
It's
guys
also a
doing-
book.
Green
It's
Mile's a book.
Yeah, well, it's a short
All
story.
right, it has to do with treasure.
Treasure Island.
No,
The Goonies.
no, it has to deal with treasure, and like someone's grandfather losing the treasure long ago, and then their grandson finds the treasure.
Holes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh.
People used to say I look like Zero from that movie when I was a kid.
Madame Zeroni's child.
Oh,
or,
is that his-
or grandchild. Something
I didn't
like
know that. Oh,
That's
that
why
does
the
make. I
curse
didn't
goes
watch
away.
the movie. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces.
You need to watch that. It's actually not a bad movie. Also,
No,
not a
it's-
bad book. I read
Shia
it.
LaBeouf. I don't think Shia LaBeouf's been in a bad movie. You better not say the fucking
No,
Transformers.
the tax collector where he played like the Vato. That fucking
Oh.
Transformers is clearly
I
like
haven't seen it.
government fucking propaganda to get people to join the
It's a
military.
GM commercial.
Yeah, but
I
it's
mean,
fucking
And that too.
sick.
Yeah.
It's just a,
Transformers is cool as hell. I don't. The
Dude,
fact
always
that
trying
you
to
both
fucking
don't
throw it
like
on. We're
Transformers-
grown ass men.
I already watched. No, I watched all three. I don't need to throw it on anymore.
isn't there more than that?
I'm a grown ass
Way
man.
more than 3.
Well, yeah, but I don't go. I only like when Shia LaBeouf's in it. Once you get into
I
Mark
fucking hate the
Wahlberg-
robots.
You hate the robots?
I think it'd be
yeah,
a much
the
better movie
Decepticons,
without
me
the
too.
without
but
the robots.
The Autobots are sick, dude.
Well, without the robots, that's kind of the whole, like,
Yeah, I know.
it'd just be cars.
Not
All
even that.
women, cars
It's just
and all
people
women.
having a normal day.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
So this car's it'd be
Sweet.
Fast and Furious.
I like how even in the intergalactic, like, crazy space war that we can't even comprehend as humans, that's gone back a millennium, we, like, back a certain side and we're like, we're the good guys.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
we are always the good guys.
America?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's because we keep on winning.
Yeah.
And even when we don't win, we're just like, eh.
Well, yeah, Vietnam were kind of not the good guys.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
In terms of the
back home we're the
zeitgeist.
good guys.
yeah. It's weird to shit on. Here's my thing. You don't shit on the dudes who went and did it.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to because they're
You just
still the
cut
ones
their
who
funding.
did it.
True, but I don't know. There was a lot of like propaganda, like artist propaganda that was anti-Vietnam.
Yeah, but like then it was like only the queers weren't going and fighting, you know?
Yeah, but it resonates now
Bill
probably
Clinton.
harder.
All right, if you guys got drafted back when Vietnam was going on, what would you do?
Well, my feet are pretty flat, dude. I don't know if I'm the best guy to send out there.
No, you're
That's
going
the
through.
exact approach I'm hitting.
You're going through though.
They're making me go. I would be one of them tunnelers and I'd die a heroic death.
Probably, and
You
it's
be
not
one of
gonna
the
be
rat
heroic.
guys? Yeah. I can see
Yeah,
that.
dude, they're gonna shove me down a hole so quick. They're gonna be like, "We need somebody
Hey,
to go
Rick,
down."
get
here."
over here.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, sir. What do you need?" And
It's
he's
just like that
"You
scene
need to
from
get in that hole."
from fucking Forrest Gump.
yeah.
Get
Yes,
in that
sir.
hole, Yeah.
What hole do I get in, sir?
You're just eager about getting in holes, dude. You're a little fucking. You're a little.
I'm a little
What
horn
are those
dog, dude.
dogs that go like kill the weasels?
Dachshunds, I think.
Dachshunds.
Dachshunds.
Oh, the
I
little
know it's
skinny
spelled.
wiener dogs.
Dachshund.
Yeah, wiener dogs. Yeah, they're trained to go after like badgers and shit.
You know those used to be called German dogs or some shit.
Oh wow,
But
really?
then they got maybe it was wiener or no, it was Dachshund. It was Dachshund.
Yeah.
And then we stopped saying that during World War II.
And we changed the name to wiener dogs. We were like, we can't have
Yep.
anything good about.
Yeah, that's what happened.
They're
But
wieners.
Rottweiler, we're like, all right, we'll keep that one German.
Rottweiler.
Yeah, Rottweiler.
Well, they're-
Imagine getting chased by one of them fuckers.
a Rottweiler.
The Germans did have the
Scary.
meanest dogs.
Shepherds. Well, Belgian Malinois are probably the worst fucking.
Those are like the furry ones.
those
right?
are no, those are like the smaller shepherds that are just like fucking.
Oh,
little
the
rockets.
smart ones, the real smart ones. You know the ones that run up big walls.
Yeah, those are.
You
Those
ever
are
seen those
Belgian
videos?
Malinois. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they grab the thing. Ooh.
Nothing pisses me off more than dogs. If I was getting chased by a dog and a dog got me, I would fucking.
That's an awful way.
Be
to
real
die.
mad before I died.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
They'd be ripping me
Just
up,
shoot
and I'd be
me.
like, "Well, goddamn
Just
it!"
shoot me.
I feel like greyhounds would be pretty scary if you trained them right.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
think
know.
they
Like
can
if you got
run.
them mean and got them to hunt down.
That's like a
people.
But I feel
sprinter
like you
dog,
could-
right?
Yeah,
kick
they're
it.
fast.
Yeah, but like
You know
it's
what I
a
mean?
sprint. Like I feel like they couldn't like keep up over the long term.
Yeah, but also I feel like you just kick it. Like they're so fragile.
I feel like those ones though, they're gonna fucking be ducking and dodging too. Like if they're a trained dog, you know what I mean? They've been kicked a few times. They know what's going on.
I don't know. I still feel like you could probably grab a greyhound easier than you could a Rottweiler. Like those
If Call of
things
Duty
are-
taught me anything, it's you let them bite and then you just crack and break their neck.
That can't be that easy.
Hey, as a guy who's broken off legs off of coyotes,
With your
pretty
hands?
hard. Yeah.
Why?
pretty hard.
It's a story that is illegal in some form or nature, so
Oh,
I'm not
man.
going to get into. But let's just say I was like, oh, I need to conceal evidence on this coyote that I killed. So then I had to break its leg off.
Oh,
Smart.
that's incriminating.
No,
No.
not really. I mean, I
I
killed a
was
lot of
kidding, yeah.
coyotes.
Oh.
I killed a lot of them legally.
What's like are there any animals you won't kill? Or you're like, oh, that's fucked up.
I wouldn't kill a whale. And
A
shit.
chimp?
I don't really kill anything. I mean, unless like it makes if it's not on my land, like you know what I mean.
As soon as
And
you
I'm not
cross
gonna
that
eat it.
border.
If I'm not gonna eat it and it's not on my land, fucking with like the cows and shit, I'm probably not gonna kill it. Like, why would you? It's just an animal.
Chimpanzees are kind of scary.
A
though. I
ringtail
feel like
cat.
they-
I was hiking in the bottom of Shevlin Canyon. We were just fishing, and this ringtail cat. They're weird looking fucking little creatures. Looks like kind of like a what are those Madagascar like the
lemurs.
It looks like a lemur, yeah. And one came into our camp, and my buddy's like, "Let's shoot it." And I was like, "Why? Why would we kill this thing? It's cool. Let's just leave it."
Yeah.
And then it lived the rest of its life.
Maybe
Maybe, yeah. I don't know
Well, it
about
did
that.
live the rest of its
Yeah.
fucking life.
You could end
That's
the
an
rest of his life there.
unarguable
Yeah.
Yeah.
fact.
I was gonna argue, and then I also did that. I did that processing here.
In the brain.
Devil's advocate. Couldn't that animal go on to live on, like, die in a much more gruesome
100%.
way?
But I also-
It's not on your conscience how it dies. If you kill it, that's your fault.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gets hit by a car.
Well, are you some sort of like sadomasochist? It's like I have to kill all these animals so they don't suffer and just shoot them in the head.
Fucking know it,
That's
dude.
right. You're just
I'm an
a
acceleration.
You're the same way with black guys. You're just like, I have to shoot them in the head or they're going to die bad deaths.
I didn't say that.
I don't want the police to get to you. I'm saving you. That's why I can still carry a gun to shoot fucking random black dudes so they don't have to suffer at the force of the police.
so that you don't. I don't need more death and destruction after a cop kills you. You know.
You guys, I'm putting it all on me. I'm a good guy. Max was one of those Koreans during the fucking LA riots. It was like, I'm just a shooting black guy so they don't have to feel pain.
Wait, what?
You don't remember in the LA
I don't think
riots?
there's Korean shooting
what?
black people to.
Oh, you haven't looked up at the LA riots? You guys don't know about this? The
I don't know
rooftop
about
Koreans?
this. I mean, I know about like.
You guys retarded? During the
the-
LA riots, the blacks went a little wild, obviously.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
for
they-
good reason.
Who was it they fucking beat the fuck out
I
of?
don't know. I can't remember his name, but there was like live, and then the guy got off. The reason it
Yes,
got
Rodney
really
King.
big, yeah, Rodney
Yeah.
King.
So they
and then
beat, the
cop
cops
got off.
beat the fucking shit out of this. If you don't,
Well, look,
On-
the
on
LA
camera.
protests were very. You know,
but then they got crazy. They got into like riots, and then there was these Korean store owners, and they were gonna break into their fucking thing because there was a lot of looting going on, and they were like, no, loot, and they had a lot of fucking semi-automatic rifles on top of their businesses
Break
defending them,
open the vault.
and they killed a lot of people.
How many? What's a lot?
I don't know. If you want to look it up, just see like how many people did the rooftop Koreans kill. It'll Google and know what you're talking
Rooftop
about. That's what they're
Koreans.
called, like in the gun world.
in the gun world.
Those
they're
guys are like, yeah, they're now like, oh, we're gun
Yeah.
consultants.
in the NRA.
No, I think they're less gay than the NRA. NRA is gay as hell
How's the NRA gay?
because all they do is push for more gun fucking restrictions, so then more people will join their bullshit organization so they can get more money.
Oh, really?
Wait, so it was
They were
like a
against
group
black
of
people.
it was a group of Korean business owners that got
Rooftop
together.
Koreans, yes. Did I not explain the story
I mean,
perfectly?
I was just picturing one like
one Korean,
one Korean and his
the
family.
lone Korean, the fucking lone
Yeah,
samurai
he
up
was
there.
like up there killing people, but this is like they all kind of got together and were like,
Yeah, they're
we're
like, this is
gonna-
our business. You're not gonna fucking destroy it. How many people they kill?
Background events. I know it won't show me. Fifth Street. It's just saying like they set up and killed a bunch of people. Deploying 15,000. What? Police were tactical alert.
Yeah,
that's
there's a
not
lot of
responding.
National Guard troops there too. But I don't think they were allowed to have ammo or something like that.
So it doesn't say how many people they killed.
It is wild. You got to respect the blacks for that. Is like, you
Oh, the
protest.
guy was given 10 years in prison.
One of
However,
them?
the sentence was suspended as she. Oh, dude, it was led by a woman, a Korean woman.
That's great.
Didn't know that. Now I don't
Probation-
like it as much. But
Provision 500 hours of community service and a payment of $500.
imagine like
restitution.
just doming 6 black dudes and then just being like, all right.
$500.
If I was a black guy, I'd be even more pissed about that. Like they just beat the fuck out of Rodney King, but this
Oh,
lady.
he had to also had to pay for Harlan's funeral costs.
Well, what was Harlan doing?
I don't know. It won't. I'm not gonna read the
Was
whole
Harlan
thing.
the Korean guy, or was
No,
that
Harlan
the...
was the black guy that she killed. Apparently. Arms on took to the rooftops of the local business. It won't tell me how many they killed.
You can't have that luxurious of a funeral if you're making some Korean lady pay for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But how many times did the guy get shot?
Guys, you're asking me questions that they're not answering.
You just got to be
I
like,
just looked up
No,
how
was
many
it like
people
one
did they kill,
bullet,
and it's
or-
not nothing.
all right.
Oh, when it was all over, the chaos killed nearly 60 people and injured thousands.
Jesus
No, that's
Christ.
all of LA riots.
Meet the real roof Koreans from the LA riots. No, by the time it was over, killed nearly 60. So not 60, but like 58, 59.
Damn, and they say the biggest mass shooting was in Las Vegas.
I don't think it was like a
That was 52
different
people.
circumstances.
I know that one. Well, that guy was on an elevated platform, like kind of on the roof.
True. Oh,
Apparently.
he wasn't like. I thought he was in a.
Well, he was
Hotel
up
room.
high in Mandalay Bay, like the 40-something
Oh,
floor.
that guy?
What the fuck was his name? Stephen Paddock,
Stephen Paddock.
apparently. Otherwise known as the CIA.
What was the CIA doing? Like, what's your theory on why they do that?
To destabilize.
Oh.
Incite fear
Yeah.
Uh,
to pass.
What
pass
else do they
agenda.
usually do? They're never like, oh, thank you, CIA.
Well,
When was the last time as a fucking country we were like, oh my God, thank God for the CIA?
Well, there's been some pretty cool coup d'etats back in the day, you know.
I don't know if it's exactly thank you. Look at the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
Panama
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I was
Panama.
fucking watching a video on Panama the other night. Do you know the guy that they put in, like I don't know. Do you guys know like Cold War
No.
Central America shit? You
Not
familiar?
really, but
Well, it's like
so
obviously
split
we
'em
wanted.
in fucking half. I mean, I don't imagine they'd like us.
Well, that was with Teddy
Yeah.
Roosevelt.
No.
The Panama Canal was with Roosevelt, and there actually wasn't even Panama before then because it used to be part of Colombia. So then we were like, how about we make a state called Panama, and then technically that's another weird thing is that like we technically have like domain over the Panama Canal and Panama. It's like
I thought we
we're
gave
in
it
charge
up.
of them. Then we gave it up, but we really didn't, and that was in like the 60s during the Cold War. And we didn't want them to fall and become communist because then they wouldn't let our shipping lanes like stay open and let
Yeah.
like pro-capitalist fucking countries go through the Panama Canal. So we did what we always do, and we're like, hey, let's destabilize their government and then throw in a puppet one. So we did that, and then we put in this dude who was like apparently like a pro-capitalist right-winger, but it just ended up being a fucking
Crazy dude.
yeah, like it always does. And
Yeah, I'll do whatever you want me to do.
yeah, he like
Then
beheaded
it'll
some
be-
guy who was his opposition, and
You're like,
people
that's our
just hated
guy.
Hey, speaking of beheading some guy, how about that Kanye West news?
Oh.
Yeah.
you want to talk Kanye?
Yeah, I do want to talk about Kanye sucking his cousin's dick.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, have you noticed he didn't say they were sucking each other's dicks?
It's just
It
one
was
way.
Purely, yeah. It was
Wasn't
a
he
one-way street.
35 too?
No,
Not
he said they
Kanye.
were kids together. Have you listened to the song?
I don't see
No.
why anyone's surprised though.
I'm a little
Also,
bit
like, no
surprised
one-
he came out with it.
No one like, I feel like no one's surprised, but it's also not surprising.
Also, does it make
Not
no?
surprising.
Not surprising.
'Cause he's,
Yeah.
It
does
is
it
weird
make
to
it
release
more
a
okay?
swastika shirt one week and then the next week be like, I'm gay as hell.
Well, no, he's
I'm not gay, I was just
Sucked
molested.
his cousin's dick.
I don't think it gets gayer than that.
Yeah, that is pretty. Well, yeah, it's pretty gay.
You know what's gayer than fucking a dude in the butt? Fucking your cousin in the butt.
Yeah, that's
No,
pretty gay.
you know what's
Gay
gayer?
incest.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
more cultural, you know?
Yeah. But he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
How old was
Not
this other guy?
Grease.
That's what I want to know. Because he was like, I sucked
That's
my
what I-
cousin's dick till I was 14, but it's like, how old was that guy?
And when did you start?
That is a good point.
you
when
went
did you
sucking
start
when you were
and,
a
like-
baby. Like how long were you?
That guy must be having a wild week in prison. I know that's not a hot take, but
He's in prison.
Kanye's in prison?
no, the guy that he sucked
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dick
that's what I'm
of is
saying.
in jail for killing a pregnant woman.
Oh,
Because
classic.
that was the whole story. It's like,
the
oh,
classic
I used to,
2-for-1 special.
Yeah, he's like, I used to suck my cousin's dick, and
Now
and
he's in
then-
prison for
no,
killing-
and then I told him I'd stop watching porn with him, and now he's in prison for killing a pregnant woman. Which is like, I think there's a lot that happened in the middle.
Yeah, give us the
You
time
know,
frame of
like,
all
yeah.
this.
I think it's all bad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
What
of any
good
of that.
came out of this? Kanye's a Nazi. The guy's in prison for killing a pregnant lady. What it comes down to is don't be a Nazi and don't suck your cousin's dick.
What it comes down to is fucking Kanye's throat, dude.
Do you think he swallowed?
Oh yeah.
Do you think it came in Kanye's
I mean,
mouth?
after a bunch of practice, eventually he's got to swallow.
I'm not sure if the cum could get in there through the wire. I don't know. No, yeah, that sucked.
Yeah,
But-
his jaw was wired shut.
yeah.
Wait,
so we know
I don't
he
get that
stopped
one.
from-
No, so that his first song on his first album was Through the Wire, and he got into a car accident, so his jaw was wired shut while he's singing it. So it kind of sounds garbled.
Oh, didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You
Not a big
never
It's a
heard that
great
song, yeah.
I like the chorus.
Is it the one that's like-
rapping's meh.
Is
Yeah.
it the song that goes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like. Oh, I thought you guys were talking about the song. It's like.
That's podcast.
I don't know. I've never. I guess I don't know. I just don't want to
You'd
suck
never
a dick.
suck your cousin's dick?
No, I did kiss my cousin on the mouth one time. Though.
I
Boy or
believe
girl?
that.
Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any girl cousins?
Yeah.
Are they
2 girl
hot?
cousins. I mean, I don't look at them like that.
Let me see them. Do you think I would think
That
they're
means
hot?
they're hot.
I
Dude.
don't know, dude.
Do you think I would think they're hot?
I don't know, dude.
Do you think I would? What do you think? Me?
No. Do you think I'm hot?
Like, is it the Jew side cousins or
No. Those are all boys.
the Jew side cousins are all boys? So
All boys.
these are like white women, and you don't think I would find these Alaskan white women hot?
I mean, I guess we can find out in the last 5 minutes.
Let me
Yeah, let's
see.
see your cousins.
Let me see your cousins.
You guys are crazy.
Do you guys want to see my cousins next?
Yeah. All right, if we're swapping cousins, then
Yeah, we can
okay,
swap
then
cousins.
this makes it so much
We
more
can do a little
okay.
cuz swap.
Yeah, a little cuz swapping.
Too bad we're not 14.
I'll introduce you to my cousins if you introduce me to yours.
How funny would it be if all of his cousins were in jail for killing pregnant women?
Be like, Fred,
Yeah.
what happened between you and your cousins around 2013?
Because everyone who's ever killed a pregnant woman has been sucked off by their
It
little
could-
cousin.
I mean,
yeah.
we don't know. Causation, correlation. You never know.
Response bias.
All right, why can't I find her?
Quid pro quo.
Quid pro quo.
Don't fucking touch me.
Can you pull up yours?
Me?
Yeah.
My what? Oh,
Your
Max, can I have
cousins.
your phone real quick? I only have 2 girl cousins. I don't think I have any like male. No, I have a few.
2's the perfect number.
It's true. Jesus. I'm actually
But
gonna carry her.
anyways,
Yeah, carry the pod for a second while we
Here's
look.
I
one of my
got some
cousins.
upcoming shows. The Neptunes
Yeah,
in
here's one of my
downtown
cousins.
Phoenix on the 14th. Caligula's on the 17th, also in Phoenix. And Rusty's
You got a hot
Tavern
cousin.
in Tempe.
You think she's hot?
Wow, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Let me meet your cousin.
That's your mom's side, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Hot cousin.
She's got a sister.
She's got a sister?
Really? How old are they?
She's like your guys' age.
First blood?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Never mind.
Oh,
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Okay.
It would be nice if you could like trade cousins or like not nice, but it would be nice to have that leverage societally, you know?
Here's my cousin.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if my cousin's as hot as Mike's cousin.
You
No,
think
I have
Mike-
no cousins, turns out.
You have no cousins?
No cousins, yes.
That's
Nah,
insane.
Nah. I wish she would show her body off a
All
little,
right.
dude.
I'm so glad you're
Wait,
not,
how old
Lily.
is she?
She is 20, I think.
Okay, yeah,
19,
yeah.
20.
Yeah, she's not. She's a good looking gal.
Yeah. Oh, you know she looks like
I'd dog your cousin.
She looks like the Scarlet Witch.
Oh, you think she looks like Scarlett Johansson?
No, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. This
Oh.
is
You know what I'm talking about.
Olsen twins.
Olsen twin. The
That's one
not
of the Olsen twins.
Sister.
not one of the Olsen twins.
Olsen
Like,
twins. And then little sister.
What are you doing?
Oh yeah, thank you. I
Something
just need to look
Olsen.
up mine. Let me show
you
me
don't
your
have
other
any
cousin.
female cousins, Max?
I don't have any cousins in general.
You don't have any cousins.
Nope.
Both your parents were only children?
Sure, yeah.
Show me your cousin right now.
Dude, my cousins are all older, dude. You guys have like young, hot to trot cousins. Mine are in like the 30s and 40s.
Then here's my other cousin.
This is my other cousin. Swap me.
Let me
Swap
fucking
me.
see. Why are you hiding?
Because it's me and Fred.
Okay,
Yeah, you're
all
not
right.
participating.
You're not swapping cousins.
Yeah, you're not trying to be part of this. Oh man.
Using my fucking phone.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Why does she look Latina?
Oh,
Because
shit.
she's like a quarter Mexican.
She looks like real Latina though. She looks more than a quarter.
Maybe half. I don't know.
What's the dowry?
She's hot
like?
too.
The dowry.
Woo-wee.
I wish all your
I don't know,
cousins were
first or
fucking
second?
nature whores and they were more whores.
Sorry, it's about Alaska, dude.
All right,
sorry,
well, I'm
sorry,
gonna-
my family has principles.
I'm gonna take my phone back.
I don't know. This one's all right too. I like the first one more.
Deleting search history.
You tell him that when you go home.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Mike has a girlfriend.
You just
but
walk
if
up
he
to him
ever
and you go,
becomes available-
1, 2. That's what Mike said.
That's what Mike said. Mike said he definitely, and then probably.
You grab the one that I think was hotter by the hair and you go, best in show. You know what's wild is the first one I showed you? She is dating, so my mom's ex-husband's like nephew.
She's dating your.
Mom's ex-husband's like nephew.
Wow.
I know, isn't that a little...
Small town vibes.
I know, really, for real.
For real. I mean, at that point, I feel like that's more commonplace. You know, like that probably has to happen.
But it's wild because they
semi-frequently.
both moved down here and then they got together after they moved down here.
Did they know about each other before though?
Yeah, he's a little bit older than her. She's like 2-3 years older than me, and then he's probably like 2-3 years older than her.
Huh.
So she's like 25,
Yeah.
26.
All right, pull up your cousins.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
see your
know,
cousins.
My cousins are all older, dude.
All right, dude.
like
Well,
looking
we're
at-
gonna add the on the pod on such a sour note if
Oh,
you don't
fine.
show
I'll
us
pull
your
up my
cousins.
cousins.
Thank you.
God damn it.
He doesn't
Dude,
wanna
if you
leave
can't
on a
admit
bad
your
one.
cousins are hot, there's something wrong with you. It's like saying you're not hot.
I mean,
Well, no, I'm the cream of the crop.
Yeah, so let me
I'm
see
like
your
the,
fucking hot
I'm like
ass
the
cousins.
Kwisatz Haderach.
You know what's crazy? You know how old they are? He had to go to
respected family
Facebook.
Yeah, I had to go to Facebook. What? But
We were on
they're
Instagram.
like in their 30s and 40s, dude. They're older people.
Show me that IG.
everybody's-
Facebook.
No.
What's her last name? Kraut?
Don't say names out. It's Polish last name.
So this is Jewish side.
No,
Like a
my
real-
dad's side's the
Which
Jewish
one's this
Italian
one?
side. What? That's my mother's side.
What do you think I said? I
Also a
said,
cousin. My cousin.
That's another one of your cousins? That lady's
Yes.
pretty attractive.
let me see that one.
I fucking hate this game.
This is
I
a fun
fucking hate
game.
this game.
Ooh, yeah. Is it the one on the far right?
The far right? The one on the far right?
Yeah, she's. Why don't you start with this one?
I fucking hate this, dude. This is my family.
Let me see.
She's young too. She probably has an Instagram.
Yeah, let's look at that
No,
Instagram.
we're
Can we
not
see her
fucking doing
Instagram?
that. No.
Hey, what's her Instagram?
I'm not going to follow any of
Yeah.
your cousins, to be fair, but
That would be that's very respectable, Mike.
I'd smack
I'm
them
also
around
not
a bit.
gonna follow your.
Dude, you
didn't do
might. Like,
Why do you think I might?
I don't know what you get up to up
If
there
one of-
when
if
you're
I
like laying in
abuse-
bed for 2 hours after you wake up. You fucking
Okay,
don't hate
here,
on my
guys,
sleep
hear me
schedule.
out here. If I sexually abused either of your cousins, would you guys be mad at me?
Yeah, I'd be fucking
I'd be
pissed.
upset.
I'd hunt you down and kill you.
If you
Yeah.
guys did it to my cousins, I'd be like, that's life, man. I'm still your friend.
Go
I'll
Frank
still back
Sinatra.
you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not backing you. I'm just like, yeah.
No, that was wrong, but you can come over after.
Well,
I
you,
guess
one of
they
your
really-
guys, you've never been friends with someone who, like, they
No.
break up with their girlfriend and they're like, he was an asshole and a piece of shit, and you're just like,
Well, that's
Oh,
different
no,
than
yeah.
abuse.
Yeah,
Stop being
exactly.
friends with them.
Yeah.
you stopped being
What?
friends with them?
Well, I've
You
had-
guys are faggots.
I've had one guy. It was
that's
a
not
domestic
what you
abuse
said.
thing, so it was a whole thing.
Yeah, if you're like breaking the law, I think
Yeah,
I
if
gotta
you're hitting a
cut you
bitch.
out.
Oh, you guys are real fucking law guys, not morals.
Oh yeah, no, we're a law guy. 100%.
If I have, if one of
I
my
just
friends,
feel like it's easy to follow those rules.
Well, don't hit
if I have a
women.
friend who cheats on someone, I go, that's disgusting. But if they beat the shit out of a woman, I'm like, sometimes bitches get mouthy.
Wait,
I don't think
cheating?
you feel like that.
You're more upset with cheating than.
That's an actual break of morals.
Well, yeah, but if you fucking break a bitch's nose, that's not
That's in the
exactly moral
Quran.
behavior.
It's in the Quran.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. Smack your bitch.
It's Sharia. You're right.
John 12:13. Smack a bitch if she talk back.
Sean Connery. That's a great interview.
Sean Connery. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to slap a bitch.
Well, wasn't he like
Just
like
snake
right
touch.
now? Wasn't he like I'd hit this bitch if I
Yeah,
could?
he's
If the
old.
kid-
He's an old man.
Oh, I thought he was
like,
dead.
Sometimes I need a
they-
bitch needs a little slapping around.
Yeah, sometimes
and then
they
like
just need a
he's like
little-
right now.
Yeah, no,
Was he?
and the interviewer's like, "Are you
Barbara
what are you-"
Walters,
Yeah,
yeah.
the woman.
Barbara
was
Walters
like,
such a bitch.
I think it was
dude.
on The View. Like.
I don't think it was on the View.
But funny, not cool.
So, okay, which
though.
of the View ladies would you smack first?
Whoopee.
Yes.
Oh, well, no. Wait, did you say
Smack.
fuck or
Smack.
smack?
I don't wanna hit any of them.
Rosie.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
if we're doing all time cast,
I don't
Dan,
think
you're
I'm
agreeing with
familiar
Trump here?
enough.
what?
I never said that.
Well, no,
only
Rosie
to
O'Donnell's just annoying.
Only
dude.
Rosie
that was the
O'Donnell.
greatest fucking line ever.
Yeah.
Like Megyn Kelly thought she was gonna shut him down being
Yeah.
like, "You've
Yeah.
called women pigs and whores and slutty bitches."
Only-
I never said any of that. Only about
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie
Well,
O'Donnell.
he
What
like
they
cut her
call
off.
him
He had
out
it
for-
so
Dude,
ready.
people-
He cut her off and just said only Rosie O'Donnell.
People started fucking.
yeah, no, you got a pop, dude.
Dude, yeah. Talk about
Talk
a
about
pop.
a pop. Yeah,
When were presidential candidates ever getting pops like that before?
never, dude.
Exactly.
And that's not even.
And
that's
like
when
they
it
were
all
saying like
changed, too.
truly inspiring shit. Mm-hmm. That's what talk. That's a
The
real.
most non-policy related thing gets the biggest reaction
Exactly.
ever.
Just being like, yeah, I called Rosie
Rosie
O'Donnell
O'Donnell's
a dumb bitch.
bad pig.
yeah.
That's a leader right there. For
mean,
real though, do you want to
that's
get
an
led by the guy?
entertainer.
That's a cowboy. You want to get led by a fucking cowboy. You don't want to get led by some fucking philosopher.
But aren't
pussy.
cowboys like individualistic and like kind of army of one?
Cowboys are fucking part of the Americana. They are the West, dude. What are you saying? You don't like America?
I thought Native Americans were the West.
Yeah, they were.
now it's
They
Cowboys.
were.
And what's the West
Fair
now?
enough,
And
fair
what's
enough.
the West now?
Wells Fargo's and fucking
Cowboys.
Chipotle's.
Cowboys, motherfucker. And big parking lots. Big Coles parking
Yeah.
lots.
You don't gotta bring back the cowboy. The cowboy's always been.
The cowboy loves a Coles parking lot.
Rustin Coles.
I want to camp in a parking lot.
I don't think that's
Yeah,
camping.
that's kind of just being a bum.
yeah.
let's go. Let's
Don't be
go,
homeless, guys.
let's go camp in a parking lot, boys.
Yeah.
Eh?
I just wanted to do like a no tent camp on the street.
Episode 38 should be a little
In a parking lot.
camping parking
Get one
lot.
of them trash cans,
Yeah.
like a trash barrel.
Yes.
Trash barrel
No, you
fire.
know where we should do it? Right by the Whining Pig.
There are a
You
ton
know
of
that little grass, like fucking.
Oh yeah.
That's where.
Set up a tent.
I bet you could. No one would.
I bet somebody would say something.
But like, what are they gonna do?
But then we'd be like, no, we're shooting a podcast. And the cops would be like, oh, a pod-
Oh my god!
you guys are just white guys.
Stay. Have a great night, boys.
As long as you need.
You guys need any more wood for that fire?
Wait, do you guys need a guest?
Welcoming in Albert, the cop.
The cop. Tried to kick us out. but he's,
Officer Sanchez.
So
Crazy
why do you
said
think you guys are getting
Cop.
such a bad rap? You've been pretty cool with us.
I think cops get a bad rap, man. They're always like, why are you giving these people tickets? And it's not like,
Because it's what I'm paid to do.
kneel on some necks. Kneel on some necks. Necks.
All right. And with
Wait,
that
what?
note,
Kneeling on necks.
Oh.
It's a reference to George Floyd.
I thought you
Shout
were
out
talking
to
about
you
Neil
both.
on next. The
31.
man who was
Let's go
killed by
Minnesota
police.
Target
Oh,
Center.
Imagine being high as hell on fentanyl, and then some dude just comes and fucking just fucks with your high and kneels on your neck.
You know they work together?
Really?
Yeah, what's Derek Chauvin and fucking George Floyd? They
Where?
were
Let
both
me guess.
body-
At BlackRock?
No, they're both body. Black Rock Coffee.
No. BlackRock investment firm
Oh.
that controls the world.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the asphalt.
Yeah, they did work together on BlackRock.
But
That's the end.
no, they're both body.
Yeah, there we go. Hey,
right.
thank you for coming to
So
sleep on a
sorry.
forklift. Maybe there's some good stuff in that. Give us a cheers.
Bye.